computer. So I'm really happy that everybody is joining me. I am Rochon Baker, and we are going to be talking about the 5-minute morning routine. Okay. Again, my name is Rochon Baker. I'm the owner of A New Life Consulting. You can reach me by phone, by Facebook, by Instagram. And so today we are going to create a routine that's going to set you up for a successful day. I need to pause one moment. There we go. So, let's see. So I'm going to start off by saying most people don't have a current morning routine. I didn't. I created this a couple of months ago, and it's been really helpful in my day. And this is something shared with me by my business coach. But I kind of tweaked it to work out for me because I feel like everything that someone presents to you, you can fix it to where it works for you. You don't have to do exactly what I do, but I think it's helpful if you figure out how to do it for yourself. So most people, like I said, don't have a current routine, but we're tired of not being prepared for what comes up each day. And it's frustrating when we don't complete our task on our to-do list. So I'm going to explain to you kind of what was happening for me. That I'd start my day, and then things would come up during my day, and I was like, oh, I got to do that. 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 And I felt like the day was getting away from me, and I couldn't keep track of everything that I needed to do, even though I was one that lives partially by a planner. And I like to write things. I don't like using a computer. I like writing on paper. I'm old school. But I felt like I was forgetting things that were very important for the day. So when she came up with this morning routine for me, and I started using it, it was very helpful in my life, to the point that I tried not to do it. I've been doing it consistently for a while now. And this week I said, let's see what happens if I don't do it for 2 days. And everything was just all over the place. And I was like, okay, let me go back to it. So that kind of proves to me that how helpful it was. So a morning routine can jumpstart your day. There's power in setting your intentions for the day. You can decide how you want your day to be. There's power in focusing on the outcome of what you do instead of all the things that are on your to-do list. And I, by personal experience, know how helpful daily intentional focus can be. So this is how a morning routine is going to help you. It's going to help you get your day off to a more peaceful start. It can reduce your stress throughout the day and help you feel more in control. It will increase your productivity, and it will increase your happiness. Now, I know you're probably thinking, I can't do all that in 5 minutes, but trust me, you can. I looked this up. These are the scientific benefits of a morning routine. It prepares you for the rest of the day. It increases your productivity, like I said before. It helps you feel in control. That's how I felt. Lowers your stress levels. It develops healthy habits. It will boost your energy levels, improve your relationships, combats forgetfulness, helps me with that, improves your confidence, and you learn to be flexible in moving things around. There was something I was going to say. Hold on a second. So I want to go back to something. A morning routine, I felt for me, was so important because I was starting to lose control over what was happening in my day. And I was starting to feel like, oh my God, I didn't do this. Oh my God, I didn't do this. Oh my God, I didn't do this. And so you're going to see how just spending 5 minutes a day, intentional time, can help you in this process. So let's get started. So I'm going to say, get your coffee or your tea. This is how we're going to start our morning routine. You're going to grab your coffee or your tea or whatever you do in the morning. You're going to grab your journal. You're going to grab your favorite pen. I'm really into pens. I like colored pens, and I buy all different ones. And you're going to clear your mind. So step one, let's find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Now, I want to start something. I want to say something with this. This is 5 minutes of my morning routine, but my true morning routine is more than 5 minutes. And I don't want you to feel like, oh, I've got to cram this all into 5 minutes. I start my day with prayer and I do my Bible study lessons. So this is an addition to that. This is the thing that helps me when I get to my office and I work from home. When I walk into my office, this is where I start. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, I'm going to fit all this into 5 minutes. I've already done those things that help me be who I am. I start my morning every morning with prayer and all of that. So this is in addition to those things that you do, because I know a lot of my friends do morning devotionals. I know my daughter spends time in her word. I spend time in my word. This is an addition, but this is where you're going to start when you get to your office, whether you're at work or at home. I work from home, so that's why I do this at home. But this is an addition to those things. So I did want to say that. All right. So I have a journal. And I use this journal on a daily basis. I'm going to grab my journal. This is my journal. And I use this on a daily basis. And I come into my office every morning. And before I do anything, I grab my journal and I open it up to the day. And I write down 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. So things that I'm thankful for, things that bring me joy, things that help me focus on the good things that have happened to me, either past or present. That kind of sets my mind and sets the tone for my day, because if I start off by being grateful and happy with the things that are going on in my life, I start out happier. And I did some research on gratefulness and how it can impact your life. Gratefulness will bring you joy and lift your mood. You can't be grateful and have a bad mood. It just doesn't work. It's something about being happy and grateful for what you have that starts you out in a great mood. It helps you to be more generous and forgiving of others. It lowers the symptoms of depression, which is huge. It improves your energy and it improves your health. It lowers your anxiety and brings positive thoughts. So I grab my journal, I put on my journal 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just sit there, and the first thing that comes to my mind that I'm grateful for, I write it down. The second thing that comes, I write it down. The third thing that comes, I write it down. And usually I do 5 of the things. And sometimes it's the same thing that I was grateful for yesterday. It doesn't matter. Just what are you grateful for that day? Then I write down my goals. Now, a lot of you have, hold on, I need to let somebody in. Here we go. Now, a lot of you have joined me or did join me on my 1 word focus for the year. And this is where I do my 1 word focus, because one of the things that I've realized is if I write down what I'm focusing for the year, it's a daily reminder of what I'm working towards. And it makes it easier to stay focused. And let me give you an example. I'm going to go back to my 1 word. So remember, we've already started with, and I'm going to kind of go back because I know we just had somebody join. The first thing that we start off with, and we're going to spend time writing down the 5 things we're grateful for. We're going to grab our journal. We're going to write down 3 to 5 things that we're grateful for. I write down, and I open my journal, I write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I write down the things that I'm grateful for. And then the next thing that I write down is my 1 word that I have. Now, my word is purposeful. So what I write down every morning is I'm purposeful in my morning routine, because this is something that I do on a daily basis. I'm purposeful. Hold on a second. I hear some background noise. So I want to make sure because I'm recording, can everybody make sure that they're muted? I'm purposeful when making my food choices. If I don't remind myself to do this on a daily basis, when the day goes by and I start thinking, I just start eating whatever, because I have not set my intentions for the day to make sure that I make great food choices. I'm purposeful with my time with my family and friends. So I'm trying to create that work-life balance. I had a great conversation with one of my friends earlier, and we were talking about making time and having work-life balance for friends and family. I'm purposeful with my finances. If I remind myself on a daily basis, when the things that pop up on my phone that I think, oh my God, those shoes are really cute. Like I go anywhere to wear the shoes. Oh, that purse is really cute. If I reminded myself on a daily basis that I'm purposeful with my finances, then I remember, oh no, wait, this morning you said you're purposeful with your finances. You can't buy that. And I just swipe and delete the email. I'm purposeful with my thoughts, trying to think positive thoughts about myself. And I'm purposeful when I'm making interactions with clients and my candidates. So the third thing we're going to do, so we started off with, we're going to write the things that we're grateful for, a gratitude list, and our list of what our goals are for the year. And the third thing is a brain dump. So this is something my daughter Nicole introduced to me. We talked about it. I had heard about it. She does it all the time, and I started doing it, and it helps so much. So I just take my journal and I start writing the things that are in my mind, because the things that are in my mind are the things that are clogging up. Oh, I've got to do this. I've got to remember this. I've got to remember that. And we hold on to the things that we have to remember in our mind, and we hold on to them so nothing else can get in. So as long as I get rid of all those things, whether it's, I've got to remember on Thursday, I have to do this. I'll write that down. I have to remember this bill is due. I write that down. These are just the things that are clogging my mind. It declutters my mind and my thoughts, helps me to gain focus on the things that I need to do. It helps me organize my day, and it helps me be more productive and calmer. I'm more calm because I have gotten out of my brain all of the things that are clogging it. So now I can focus on the things that I need to focus on for work or for family or for whatever else that I have. And it also is a reminder because it's on paper now, and now I don't have to think about it. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use that in the next step. So now I'm going to review my calendar. And so I am a paper calendar person. I've always been into planners. This is my new one. I buy a new one every year. It has the name of my business on it. This is just what I like to do. And here's my day. I wrote down the things that I needed to remember to the day, and it's always on the side so I don't forget the things. So this is the time you have to review and make any necessary changes for your calendar. Now, remember, I came into my office, I haven't checked email, I haven't gotten on my phone, I haven't done anything. This is before all of that, because I want uninterrupted time, and it really only takes me about 5 or 6 minutes. So I create a to-do list of what I need to do for the day. My brain dump, that's where I take all those things that was clogging my mind, that I was like, oh, I got to pay this on this day. Oh, I've got to do this on this day. So that's when I take my calendar and I write all those things down. And so now I won't forget them. So that helps me to stay focused. And now I've gotten everything down, and now I can take the time to go to email, because a lot of times I'll open my email and I'm like, oh, I got to change this. So now I've got my calendar open, and I can make any necessary changes with email that I need to do. And you can view your email on your phone, and you're like, okay, I'm looking at my calendar. I need to move some things around because somebody called, someone left an email that they can't do this. And now I can move things around. But because my calendar is in front of me, and because I've done this on a daily basis, and because the things that are clogging my mind, those brain dump things that you're like, oh, I forgot, I told my friend I was going to go to lunch with her on Thursday. Now it's on my calendar. I can make sure that when I'm rearranging my schedule, I know everything that I need to do. So your daily routine matters. It's really important for us who are really busy. We're successful women. We're busy. We've got jobs. We've got families. We've got kids. We have grandkids. Our daily routine is really important because we need to make sure that we are doing everything that we need to do to be successful. So I'm going to recap about my 5-minute morning routine, and you're going to see how this should only take you 5 minutes, because there's only 4 steps. It really doesn't take you that long to write down the things you're grateful for. The first 3 to 5 things that come to your mind, and that might take a minute. And then you're going to write down your goals. Remember, the goals that I wrote down were the ones that I write down on a daily basis. So I'm really just reiterating the goals that I already have set, the goals that I've already decided that I wanted to work on. See a name. The goals that I've already wanted to work on. We've taken our brain dump and dumped everything out of our brains. So now our minds are clear, and we can move forward with whatever our day holds. And then we do our calendar check to make sure we're in sync with all of the things that we need to do for the day. This will bring us some success. Now, these are some helpful tips. Remember, I work from home, so I do my morning routine of prayer, my Bible study, getting before God, all those things that I do. So this is the first thing that I do when I walk into my office before I've turned on my computer and before I've checked my voicemail, before I've looked at I don't even look at social media until I do this, because what happens for me is I'll get stuck doing social media, and I've been on social media for 20 minutes and my day is all over the place. And so usually in the morning, I look at the news because I'm like, oh my gosh, is everything okay? That's just me. I look at my phone, I look at the news, I don't touch social media. I do my morning routine of prayer and all of that, my Bible study. Then I come to my office, I grab my journal. I have not checked email. I have not checked my phone messages. And I have email on here twice. Sorry about that. I think the third one is before I get on social media. Before I get on social media, I do all of this. And these are the things that I do in that 5 minutes. Start my day with gratitude. I write down my goals for the day. I do my brain dump and get everything out. I check my calendar, and now I'm ready for a successful day. And you will be surprised at how many times your day will go smoother. Because remember, I said this week twice. Today's Thursday. Monday I did this. Tuesday and Wednesday I didn't do this. Today I did it. Tuesday and Wednesday I was all over the place, and those were 2 busy days. Tuesdays and Thursdays are really busy for me, and I had a lot going on, and I was like, oh my God, I've got to remember this, and oh my God, I've got to remember that. And today I went back to my morning routine to see, and I actually did that on purpose because I wanted to see if it would make a change, and it made a huge change because today was more peaceful. Now, did I have a busy day? Yes, I did. Did I have a lot of things come up? Yes, I did. Did I have any challenges? Yeah, I had some challenges because I'm still learning how to do this whole video and making sure that everybody could see what they need to see. Yeah, I had some challenges, but because things went smoother, because I had set my day, the other thing was I was more successful when it came time to eating, because that was something that I said I was going to do. Remember my word of the year. So I reminded myself this morning of what's important, making sure that I make time for God, make sure that I make time to eat correctly, make sure that I have time for family and friends. Those are things that I reminded myself that I won't forget. So I'm hoping these tips are helping each and every one of you. So this is the challenge that I have for you. And most of the people that are on this, the people that are watching by recording, are people that I don't know because they've responded to me. But most of the people that are on this Zoom are my friends, and you've supported me, and I really thank and appreciate you for that. But I want to challenge you to try this. So we're going to try this 2190 rule. It takes 21 days to create a habit. I'm going to challenge you to do this for the next 21 days and see if this makes a difference in your life. Now, it doesn't have to be set in stone the way I did it. You figure out your own way. I am going to be sending out the video so you can watch it again if you didn't take notes, just to write down the 4 steps of what you need to do. But I want to challenge you to take it the next 21 days to create a habit. And if that works for you, then we're going to do it for the next 90 days to make it a part of your lifestyle. And I believe that it'll really help you in your work. So I just want to thank you for being my friend and supporting me. I'm going to tell you how to work with me. I'm a life and career coach. I've spent 28 years in recruiting. I'm still an executive recruiter working for Eclipse Recruiting Group, but I also own a New Life consulting group. We help midlife women shift into their next best phase or prepare to retire. If you're frustrated, bored, or stuck in your career, you want to figure out what's next, I can help. I have my next workshop coming up. I want to thank my friend Mitsu, who gave me the idea. I called her and I said, I need an idea for my next workshop. And we had a chat, and she was like, oh my gosh, this one sounds really good. So my next workshop is going to be in 2 weeks on a Thursday. It's going to be work-life balance and how to maintain your sanity. I think I'm going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised at some of the things that I'm going to bring out in this, because work-life balance, let's see how that really works. And then if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or life coaching, I'm available. If you have any friends that are looking for career coaching, if they want to change their careers, they want someone to review their resume with my 28 years of recruiting experience, I can do that. And if you want to reach me, here's my business name, my email for my business, my phone number. You could find me on Instagram and Facebook. And I really want to thank you. So I'm going to stop the recording because I want to have a question and answer period. So hold on.